What are you avoiding right now? I'm Joe Ilfeld, CEO and founder of Insight to Leadership. And what I've been thinking a lot about these lately is how there's always something we're avoiding, but different types of people are avoiding different types of things. For instance, if you're a driving, hard charging personality, you might be avoiding rest. You might be avoiding doing nothing or taking time for yourself or doing something that doesn't feel productive at all. On the other hand, you might be someone who has a really big task at work or something that you need to start and you just keep avoiding it. Maybe it's something that's really important to you, like writing a book, but it just feels such a big project. It's hard to overcome. Or maybe it's just a really horrible work task that you dread. It doesn't play to your strengths and it's super boring. And so you just keep putting it off. And so the question really becomes then, how do we start doing what we've been avoiding? For some of us, if it's those really hard tasks, then it's finding what in us we need to mobilize to power through. For myself, one thing I always recommend is just taking 15 minutes. Tell yourself, I'm only going to work on it for 15 minutes. Set that as the bottom limit. And then maybe you can even set 30 minutes as a top limit. If it's going really well, I'll work on it for 30 minutes. And then just literally turn off your email, put your phone on do not disturb, because all of these things will be distractions you'll be looking for, and then focus on it for 15 minutes. What I find for myself is sometimes it's like ripping off the band-aid. Once I start working on it, I realize it won't take as long as I thought, and it's not as hard or as bad as I thought it would be. If it's something fun, on the other hand, that you're, if not avoiding, then just never making time for, then I actually think it makes sense to really schedule it into your calendar and commit to it. So if you haven't done anything fun for a while, or you haven't seen friends because of COVID and work, etc., then block out a Saturday night. Tell yourself you're absolutely not going to open your computer or your work email, and make that time sacred. But for the hard driving people, what I find is that it's more important to really block off the time and commit to it yourself. And for the people who are having trouble ripping off that band-aid, I find just starting with a really small chunk is the best way to go. Okay, so now what are you avoiding, and which of these strategies is going to be most helpful to you? Thanks for listening to my learning snack. Have a great day.